Hi everyone, we are live. I'll wait for everyone to join in. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Happy Friday. Hi everyone, happy Friday. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Where are you guys from? Hello. Let's give a second for people to join in. Hi Harry, hi Renee, hi Mo. Hi Sunny, how are you? Greece, Malaysia. Lovely to... Dr. Sunny is just between patients in clinic. Good luck. Kolkata. Wow, Croatia. England, UK. Hi, everyone. Lovely to have you all here. I'm going to be joined by Neriza very, very soon. I tried to add in the details, but Instagram's a bit funny with me today. Indonesia, Scotland. Oh, we have you all around. Iraq, Ivory Coast, Nigeria. This is amazing. I get to just be here in Malaysia. By the way, I am now currently in Malaysia. It's late at night, 8:30 p.m. And I'm going to be joined by a wonderful lady, Neriza. She's an aesthetician from Singapore. And she's going to be joining me today to celebrate her success, actually, because she's actually one of the first ones to join the Skin Masterclass Pro program. And we just renewed her license for the second year. So it's always lovely to speak to licensees that have been... Oh, Dr. Wafa, I missed you too. I missed you too. I have to come back to Oxford and we have to have our catch up and tea session. Yeah. So Neriza has been joined and as a part of Skin Masterclass Pro for the 1 year. And I always love chatting with licensees on our updated yearly meetings and just also inviting them to Instagram Live so they can share their success stories with you. It's always nice, obviously, for me to say the benefits of what the program does provide, but it's also lovely to hear directly from the licensees. So you guys get to hear directly from their mouth as well as part of their feedback. And especially I like to collaborate with people and invite them as part of being in a live where they have actually been going through the process and they have been trained and they already utilize the platform and the processes and the learnings and the education and implemented them into their businesses and also started seeing incredible results. So it's always lovely to have you here listening to me. I am going to be saving this live as always, so you can go back and watch. I know it's a busy time for everyone. It is Friday. I try to organize it at a better timing, but yeah, this is just the time that works better for me, so I don't have children coming in and knocking on the door and wanting to be a part of the live. Right, I'm going to ask Neriza if she can please send her request because I wouldn't know how to do that from here. There you go. Right. Okay, I've invited. There she is.
Hi. Did you actually send request earlier?
I think I've just sent a request now. I don't know. But I'm actually getting back into lives. I done my first live with Mo a couple of weeks ago, and then now with Anjali, and now yourself. So I'm still very new to all of this, actually.
Okay.
But yeah, lovely to have you here.
Welcome to Instagram Live. Finally.
Welcome back to Instagram Live. I know. So lovely to have you here. I know you're very we're both limited on timing because we can be called by our children pretty much any time. And how have you been?
I've been great. Just been busy with appointments, with live. How have you been?
Yeah, good. just busy, but it's always lovely to
This is
have
good,
a
right? Yeah.
busy is good, busy is good. But yeah, it's lovely to have a chat with you and introduce you to everyone. Neriza here is based in Singapore. If anyone is looking for a lovely skincare consultation in Singapore or a treatment to buy your products from and also get a skin treatment, Neriza is your person to go to in Singapore. And we were talking with Neriza
Yes.
actually that I have to come to Singapore. And we
Please
have to have
do.
like
I would love
we have to have
to.
another event there. But yeah, without further ado, I let you introduce yourself to the people there who are listening. What's your business? What's your expertise? How did you get into the skin and skincare game? So just please share your expertise with us.
Wow. I was actually very honored. I feel very honored to be with you tonight. Thank you for inviting me because we have so many people from all over the world.
I
And when
know.
actually you ask them like where they are from literally all over the world. I was like, wow. So hi everyone. It's great to see everyone here. Okay, I'm Nariza. I've been in this industry for about since 2013. I graduated with CDESCO. CDESCO is actually a international certified certificate for aestheticians. So if we have a CDESCO, that means we can go anywhere around the world to perform aesthetics, beauty therapy. Yeah. So I've been certified with CDESCOs in 2013. The reason why I would like to go into this industry because my mom is an aesthetician herself.
Oh wow,
So
I
when I
didn't know
was
that. You didn't tell me that before.
So when I was younger, I was so
Oh,
used looking at her doing facials or helping her with, as simple as cleaning up her bed and also filling up the water in the bowl, to clean up the water in the bowl. And she finally retired. And I tell her, you know what? I'm going to take over you. And she said, yeah. So she was telling me, if you want to take over me, make sure you have all the right knowledge. Yeah. So she asked me
yeah.
to take a proper certification, go for a proper license. So she said, there's a lot of esthetician out there, but whatever, who is no more knowledge than a proper one would be the right one. So I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Right. So hello. Wow, from Greece. Sorry, I got distracted.
I
Yeah,
agree.
so so that's what actually I have a lovely support from family for me to do this. And I've the joy of looking at people smile and happiness once they saw me once they see the improvements in their skin after treatments, after the right skincare routine. So it was a fulfilling thing for me. And I have enjoyed doing this to compare with my other jobs that I've tried. And I never once get bored doing it. Tired,
That's
yes. I mean,
incredible.
all things are tired, right? Once in a while. But then I don't get bored or feel like I want to give up doing this. Never once. So in this industry, it can be lonely, especially as a self-employed. I'm doing this alone. So when I'm doing this alone, I need a community that do this together with me, which I felt the community in Singapore for skincare industry, for facialists, are not that strong. So
Mm,
yeah, we do have a lot of estheticians in Singapore, but maybe everyone is just on their own journey. We don't really
yeah.
communicate with each other. So I felt it's a need for me to find my community, and also it is very important for me to, because I am doing someone's face, you see. So I need to do it right, and I need to make sure I produce result, not for the sake of just doing it for money. So that's
Yeah.
my principle. Yes, that's my principle that I believe in myself. Like if I want to do something, I have to do it right. And people are investing on me for my services and my knowledge. Okay, so I have to give them all the best things that I have. So in this industry, especially skincare, is always evolving, and I need to catch up with myself. You know, especially when I'm doing it. I'm doing this all alone. I feel like I need to catch up. So that's when I keep myself updated with all the skincare community internationally. You know, I'm so glad that we are in this when we are in this era where we can communicate with people everywhere. You know,
Yeah,
and
incredible. You're right.
yeah. So imagine if there's no internet, where I live in a world where there is no internet. I don't think I can meet you, Chidam, or know
Oh,
about you, right?
um, yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's like, especially now, I think, yeah, we can just be practically as now, right? We can just be practically at home, but connecting to lots of different people all over the world. And I think it's so important that we get to maximize on the potential that we have at the moment, like enough on our fingertips. Like back in the day, when your mum was doing this job, right? I
yeah.
presume it wasn't easy for her to market her services. Like it
It's
was,
totally a
it
different
was a
ball
very
game.
different era. Like it was a
Yeah,
total different marketing strategy. And you couldn't even showcase your results, which is like, especially for you guys where you have a before and after, right? Where you need to showcase your results to kind of convince people to come and join you in your clinic, or yeah, you need to have visuals, you need to connect to lots of people within your community.
right.
And I'm very, very glad that this, despite the pandemic, which we all had a lot of losses, emotionally and also I'll say financially, it affected a lot of people. I think the good thing that came out of this whole pandemic is definitely the ability for people to start connecting,
Mhm.
learning online, being able to connect with their clients and patients online as well, and for us to be able to utilize our knowledge not only locally, I always say, but now we can also share our knowledge globally by using
Right.
internet. And it was there. And I'll say, I think for us as well, the skincare community is definitely growing. As I always say, like when I first started skincare education, I always felt I had to combine it with makeup, right? Because people weren't
Mhm.
listening. I would be like, 7, 8 years ago, when I said niacinamide, everyone was like, what is she talking about? What is niacinamide? Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like,
Makeup was
okay,
the
I need to work with
more
a makeup
popular
artist.
ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and now skincare is so growing. Everyone is so educated. Everyone is very on their skincare game. Like I'm not just talking about the professionals, but I'm talking about consumers as well. Like every time I add a schematics, you'll probably notice as well. Like lots of questions get asked, but can you combine this ingredient with this ingredient? What about this percentage? And I'm like, wow, these questions were never asked before.
Yep.
Now, like
Yep.
people are just very, very interested to learn and interested to find out what is best for them, like in terms of skincare, in terms of like application techniques. So it's like amazing to be in this field.
But there's
But
also
yeah,
pros and cons to it. I find like when there's too much information, you do not know which is which, and
yeah,
then and with the some trends that are actually with some misinformation that lead others to believe that, oh, it's actually not right, but actually it's okay, you know. For example, like parabens has been the in thing. Like people say, oh, it's not good. You don't use any parabens, and it has been cancelled. You know, when we are living in this era where everything is a cancel culture, paraben is one of them that has been cancelled. So I evolve around a lot of clients who actually told me about, oh, I only want organic stuff, you know,
mm,
and then it was a hype. Organic was a hype, and everything chemical is not good. So that what makes, because I wasn't that sure whether they are right or not. I see mixed reviews, okay, and then I felt like, are you sure? Like, you know, like anything chemical is not good. If everything that they need to put in and formulate it in and inside are all dangerous, then everyone would have a side effect, right? And
mm,
it would be there for years, right? And people
yeah.
are okay with it. And why are people still seeing results from it and not having any side reaction to it. So I want answers, and that's when I start searching for, you know, real answers. And I found one of them. I found you, and I was so glad. And that's the reason why I felt like when you had that course, and I felt like, you know what, I have to get into this course. I have to get to the root of it. You know, I need to get myself the right knowledge, the right thing, and cut off all the misinformation that
Mm.
that is fear mongering, you know, which make people are scared to buy certain things or try certain products because they thought this might make them, you know, even worse. So after actually going through your whole course, I felt so much confident. I felt so much confident that, hey, you know what? You do not need to worry. This is good for you. This will not create any cancer in the future, for example. Okay, because there's a lot of fear mongering posts or
Yeah.
information, you know, that, oh, this is not good. This will lead to cancer, and this will, you know. But after learning from you, I felt like, no, you do not need to be scared of such ingredients just because it is paraben, just because it is an acid. It might sound big and scary,
Yes,
but
yes, yes, that's true. Yeah. Even hyaluronic acid, for example, what we have in our skin, when
yep,
we're educating, the word acid always saves people. I don't know if my husband's listening, but even him, I don't know if he's listening, I'm sorry. Even him, like when I'm adding my glycolic acid, it's like, why do you put acid on your face? And I'm like, okay. You need to
there
come to
you
my course to
go.
find out what's the benefits of acids. But you know,
Yeah,
like it's just like the name, the acid, and yeah, I know I can understand where people will eventually feel like yeah, quite fearful of these big names, I'll say, these active ingredients that actually are proven clinically to do a lot of good, right? And it's so many, like people are starting to question it only because education is becoming such a thing. Like I don't
yeah,
remember at all 7, 8 years ago. Again, I've been doing this. I've been within this industry very similarly to you, like for a very long time. So I don't remember anyone questioning me on certain ingredients at the time when I first started
right,
because it wasn't very well known. It wasn't very advertised. There was no public information on a lot of active ingredients that we are seeing now. Yes, the information, the clinical studies were all there, but it wasn't a part of what we were trained, what we were educating our clients on. It was basically, at the time, it was how the product smelled, how the product applied, how the product felt on the skin. Everyone would be buying a product based on application. It was almost like you had to go to a retail store in order to try the product for yourself. And remember, we were talking about, you know, giving out sample culture, right?
yeah,
Try this product, see how it goes, because no one really turned back and looked at the ingredient list and said, actually, yeah, this product might be good for me because it's got this and this ingredient, and therefore, yes, I know that this ingredient is good for this specific function of the skin, and I need this because my skin needs are X, Y, and Z, and therefore this
right,
product will be able to give it to me. And now we're hopefully you're at the stage, especially after coming to a consultation with a licensee like yourself, is like our clients are now able to literally go into Sephora, go into a retail store and say, right, actually, yeah, I'm looking at this ingredient list and it's got this active ingredient and it's $50. But then I'm looking at another product which is like maybe $35, but it's got more active ingredients and more supporting ingredients, and therefore I'm going to choose this product. Right. So we're able to now really, I'll say, awaken the consumer in order to identify what products would be best for their skin, what they
yeah,
should expect from a good quality formulation. So I think that's quite important now to train the professional and train the consumer to be able to guide their clients and their patients in order to be able to do this and take their individual stand on what products will be best for them or not. So that's
yes. I
very
think that is
interesting.
very important. And I think that is what lacking of in our industry, especially in Singapore. I felt a lot of them know how to do facials. They know how what is good and what is not, but they do not like go into deep into the ingredients, you know. And it's just a general information that they picked from here and there. So I guess everyone, especially if you're in the skincare industry, it is very important for us as a skincare professional to at least know what are the ingredients that our client that has been up that your clients actually has been putting on their face, you know, whether it is suitable for them or not, whether this might cause reaction, because not all good ingredients or active ingredients can be suited to a certain people, right?
Yes.
Depends on your skin. Correct. So yeah, so I felt knowledge is very important. I felt that being able to guide your client correctly is equally as important, because they trust you to lead them in this path. Yeah, because they invest on you. So you should actually up your game and make sure that you can give them the best. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Elevate your career, essentially. And I remember you used that word with me when we were talking yesterday. It was like, Shidam, you elevated my career. But it's almost exactly that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to elevate your knowledge, elevate the experience that you have with dealing with skincare products, and if we share our knowledge with you, professionals like yourself, we know that that knowledge is going to then go transferred into lots of different clients. And that's just, I think that's the satisfaction, because I know knowing that I have 160 licensees practicing this, training and educating their clients. And if you even see a couple a day, that's like nearly 500 people now being educated in their own skincare journey, which is incredible. Just thinking of that on its own, it's mind-boggling for me that, yeah, minimum 500 people are now educated in skincare, thanks to you guys, right? And all over the world. So that's amazing. And I wanted to go back now and ask, so you said about the fact that you wanted to elevate your skincare knowledge. And what would you say the biggest challenge was in terms of pre-masterclass, like pre-attending the masterclass? What was your biggest challenge in terms of when you were dealing with skincare, with clients, when you were doing the consultations? Because I know that you have been doing skincare consultations for a long time as well. It hasn't only been just after Skin Masterclass Pro, but you have been doing it for a long time. What was your kind of, oh, I wish I was able to know this? You know, what was your kind of biggest challenges before enrolling into the program?
So, okay, what makes me actually decided to get into your program, because you remember when it was COVID time, you know, the period where it was locked down and everything like that. I couldn't take in clients, especially in Singapore, like salons. I'm not able to pick in any client for a few months. And then, and then I felt so a bit demotivated, you know, because of that. But my skincare consultation has been up. So a lot of people actually consult about their skincare with me, make an appointment with me for consultation. But the thing is, I've stopped to a point where mine is just basic Google form, where actually I ask them about their lifestyle, about their habits, about their skincare. But when it comes to skincare ingredients, I actually went into Inky Decoder. Yeah, but I'm not too sure about, like, okay, it's emulsifier, it's emollient, humectant, but I'm not sure what exactly they are, and how do I know whether this moisturizer is meant for an oily skin or it's meant for dry skin, like a really mature dry skin. Okay, I just know whether it's safe or not safe, but I'm not too sure whether they are using the right moisturizer for their skin. Get what I mean? So and the format, when I saw you, because you were so actively sharing your format of skin consultation, I was like, wow, she have a very systematic way of, you know, doing her skin analysis consultation. And you said that if we are going to have a skincare class for professionals, right? And then you say you're going to share the format, the method that you are using. I was like, I want to know that. Because from the way you do it, I felt like it's so systematic, and then we can straight away educate our customers better, and then we can also straight away show them that hey, next time, if without me, this is what you're going to look out for. you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's why I find that your method is one of the best, because you actually don't only consult them, but you also give them a guide, like a guideline. Okay, what to look out for in the future. I'm gonna give you this list, and you can bring it anywhere you go, maybe Sephora, and see, oh, okay, this is
Yeah.
suited for me. Yeah, where previously, before pre Skin Masterclass Pro program, uh, I didn't do that. I just tell them whether they are in the right track, what needs to be revamped. But after that, that's it, you know. And they wouldn't have that guide like, okay, my next buying off the shelf, if this is good for me, you know. And then
Yeah.
I sometimes not so sure, like, okay, is this moisturizer meant for an oily skin, or is it meant for mature skin? I know that it, whether it's irritating or not. I know whether it's comedogenic, but I'm not too sure whether their formulation is meant for that particular skincare type. But
Yeah.
after your program, I felt like a pro.
Oh,
I felt like,
amazing.
yeah, I felt like, hey, at one glance of the ingredient, I know that, oh, this is for anti-aging. And then I take a look at another product. Oh, this is surely for soothing, repairing of barrier, and this is okay for you. You know, I can just tell them like that in the fingertip, and I felt so good. I feel like I mentioned to you yesterday, it elevates my confidence and it elevates my career. So thank you, Chido.
Oh, thank you. Like you've been such a great attendee, always asking the great questions and always attending support classes. And one of the ones, and I was speaking to Dr. Anjali last week, and there's a difference between people that who attend the course and just get the certificate versus people that who actually come to really elevate what they are trying to do, because they really are looking out for their clients and patients' best interests, right? And
Yeah.
because there's a lot of courses that can promise things, and I try to give as much as promise as I can that I'm going to be supporting you in your business and your consultation journey, etc. And the methodology is there, and I give the course outputs, the guidebooks, the presentation, but it really does take someone then to get that information and really implement to their practice. If you can have, like, I remember just giving you like a daft example, but I was into YouTube when I was like, okay, I'm going to grow my YouTube channel. I'm going to grow my YouTube channel. And I went and registered to a YouTube course. And I got all the presentation, the guidebooks, what to do and what to do to grow your YouTube. And it was like, if you do this every day for 30 days, your YouTube will be up by 400%, or etc. Did I do it? No, I didn't. Who do I blame? Not the trainer, myself.
Yes,
Guess
right.
what? My YouTube is dying, right? So, like,
Yeah.
I'll be very honest and transparent. Like, there is a lot of information out there, and you can attend the best course and you can attend the courses like you feel like it's going to be best for your career. But it really takes that mindset to then say, hey, I'm going to get all this information. How can I convert it into my clinic, my practice, my clients? Because again, someone that is practicing in UK is very different to someone that is practicing in Singapore. That's why I try
Right.
to like lift you guys up as well, because the UK or the USA, there are certain guidelines that the NHS, like as practitioners, we need to follow. And
Yes.
versus in Singapore, the weather is just so different as well. So in terms of skincare sales, we have to even adapt to the skincare that we sell in clinic, because we don't have seasons. Like we don't
Yes.
have dry seasons.
We
We
only have
just have
one
hot,
season here.
humid. Yeah, we only have hot, humid seasons. So even adapting to that and knowing exactly what products we can recommend to our clients is a very important thing, depending on where they're living, right? So I think that's also important now, as you are international certified skincare consultant. If you're speaking to someone that I know you said that you speak to someone from Africa, did you say yesterday?
Qatar.
Qatar, yeah. So
Yeah.
so that's like quite different as well in terms of like the weather there, the products that are
The
actually sold in Qatar
environment.
versus products sold in Singapore. So it's just basically being able to adapt your knowledge, not just to your local consumer, but to your international clients, considering their lifestyle, their expectations from skincare products, and for us to be able to really guide them on along the journey. I think that's very important. And I think that's what the course does really well, in terms of we're not focusing on just the people who live in Singapore. We're focusing on all skin tones, all skin types, all skin needs, all specific different formulations, starting from the thinnest to the thickest, to the balms, to the emulsions, to the serums, to the moisturizers. So we're really, really learning a lot about individual products and why is that suitable for X, Y, and Z person.
Right.
So I'm so glad that you also got that as a learning essential. And what was the first thing that you ever implemented? So you closed the training. What was the first thing that you've implemented? What was your motivator to keep you going, essentially?
So the first thing that I implemented, I actually follow your format, the one that you give on the template. And then I follow step by step, Jidam, like everything that you teach me, I actually follow. And then I reduce my Google form. I still do that because that touches on the lifestyle and habits, while yours touch more on the ingredients and skincare products. So I guess they complement each other. Yeah, so that's the first thing that I changed, the format. And then
Perfect, yeah.
Correct. And then I actually send them the report. It feels more professional. I send them a report with an envelope if they want a hard copy, or I do it through email. And most of them felt so much better, like they felt so much knowledgeable after the skincare consultation. And I felt good, getting to implement that to them and pass the knowledge to them. Yeah, well, even though some of them says that sometimes it's kind of a bit too technical, because I can go a bit past when it comes to ingredients, right? So they were like, okay, it's a bit technical. And I was like, okay. Then I just have to go back.
Yeah, all depends, right? Like you can tell the people who are very interested. And then you're just okay, full on education mode on. And then there's people who are like, yeah, I just have this skin type and I just need this. And yeah, just give me the product. And I'm like, damn it, I was in my mode to educate. Like I just got ready to educate you. Like, oh, okay, all right, here you go. Here's the product then.
I had that. So some of them was like, okay, just tell me what I need. Like, okay. I was like, okay, but however, I'm still going to give you this report for you to refer to when you need a new skincare. Then they were like, okay.
This skincare report, actually, you know how it started, which I thought, because I'm a process engineer, so everything in my mind has to go through a process-driven way. Like if I don't follow a protocol or a process, I'm basically very lost. Like that's generally my life. I start off my day writing a process with my day. That's how sad I am, but that's true. And when I was a chemical engineer, we had to follow lots of processes. Like we had to optimize processes to make it better and better and better. When I went into skincare, and I was like, okay, well, I'm starting with skincare and I'm doing my consultations and I'm, producing my own products, but I don't have any process to follow. I was like, there has to be a better way. So that was the first thing I've actually done. But how it started is I created this process, and then people were coming, because at the time, pre-COVID, it was mostly face-to-face. And, I'm fortunate to be able to work in a lot of countries and, worked in France, worked in UK, worked in Holland, and now in Malaysia. And wherever I go, when I sit in front of a client and I, talk to them about the process, they're like, 2 seconds, give me a second. And they get their phone or they get like a pen and pencil and they start writing what I'm telling them. And I'm like, okay, this is incredible. This means like they're very, very interested. And that's the reason why I thought, now I need to turn this into a process which is digital, to create a report system for them. So at least I can say, listen, you don't need to write anything. Just listen to me. I'm going to be sending your report straight away after the consultation. And it's like, really? Oh, okay, that's really good. Okay, I'm listening. Yeah. Right, so they can enjoy their tea. I'm very all about, let's have some tea and let's talk about your consultation. Right, so very, very kind of friendly in my practice, let's say. And then I noticed that because people automatically know that they're going to get a report, they're much more relaxed and they're much more they trust the process. Always comes back to the process. They trust the process and say, okay, if I didn't understand that part, it's okay because I'm going to get a report by Shidam anyway. So I'm going to get a report by Nuriza anyway. So if I need to ask anything, I can ask anything based on that report. So I think it's so incredible And I really, really hope that this practice actually starts growing, where we do go to a practitioner, or we do go to a clinician, or like anyone, and we are able to get a digital copy of what we talked about. I think that's very important.
Right.
It's like for us that when we have a corporate meeting again, and I sat down through corporate meetings many, many times, there's always someone taking minutes of meetings, MOM we call it in the corporate world. And it's basically like the report is your minutes of meetings, right? Because here you go, this is what we discussed, and therefore you have it now ready for you to use alongside with your skincare products. So I think it gives me so much joy to hear that this process and the reporting is working, and your clients are also liking it and appreciating it. And I think that's very important.
Yeah. Yes, that's very important. But I'm so thankful I actually decided to attend your course, and that's why I'm still getting it in the second year. I felt like, no, we have gonna go out because I thought I need to be updated. Yeah, so that's why I am still here with Chida.
Yeah, no, we're gonna grow amazing things next year when we. Yeah, I'm gonna come to Singapore. That's one of the things I need to do, and we have to have lovely time together. And then there's a software launching, which you guys are so lucky because you're already a licensee, so you guys are going to be the first ones to have it ever try it in the whole world. So the first 150, 160 of you, which are already a licensee, you guys are going to be the first ones that who trial it with your free trial. So I'm so excited to also introduce you to the software system, which hopefully is going to elevate your consultation even further. I'm very excited to share with you.
Thank you so much for this.
And I'm just trying to see if we covered most of the stuff. Let's talk about digital skincare consultation. So I know you are one of the lucky ones that you're already fully booked, which is like incredible, right? You're always like advertised, September is fully booked, and I'm like, yes. Which is amazing. And we were talking about it yesterday, because we were talking like when people come to see you in clinic, you always have that free time in between your treatments, right? Or maybe just before you start your treatment, or maybe when you end your treatment. So you always have time in between. And how was going virtual? Did it monetize that free time, that little bit of free time that you had?
Definitely. So as I already told you that I'm always fully booked, which I'm grateful for my clients who actually trusted me for these years, you know. So every time that they wanted to try a slot with me, I might be fully booked, and some of them need it urgently. They need a treatment urgently because maybe they are breaking out, or their skin are flaring without no reason, and they don't understand why. So in this kind of, I go from case to case basis. So they DM me, and then they say, Narisa, I really, really need your facial, but you're so fully booked and I need your help. So I was like, okay, let me know, how can I help? Tell me more about your skin. So they will tell me what happened. They send me photos. They say, you know what? I have an hour before my other client came in. Do you want to meet up in Zoom for a consultation? And then we figure out what is actually happening to you. So from there, and then I actually figured out certain things. Sometimes it's from their products that makes them break out. It's from their habits, or just the hormones, you know. And sometimes because they are going through all of that, it doesn't help that they are using the wrong product for their current situation. So I actually go through one by one what's need to stop, what can be retained, and what they have to change. So it helps after that. And then I will sometimes we'll do a follow-up after 3 months. Sometimes they will just text me in, hey, I tell you what, this works for my skin, and blah 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 blah. So I was like, okay, that's great. And they said at least they didn't get to come here because facial will take about 2 hours, right? And sometimes I can only take 3 clients a day because I am doing this on my own. And then I have like my family to attend to, my boys, you know. So I can stretch myself to 3 clients per day. I do not want to stretch too much. So so I can do a 1 hour consultation, which usually I actually extend over it. But it's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, because I love to share my knowledge, and then I tend to overspill my time, but it's all right. Yeah, so within that 1 hour, or I will do it right after my facials. And it's at the comfort of our homes, where she just came back from work, and then I just ended my session, and then I thought, okay, let's have a chat. What's wrong? Okay, so usually I will do it either before my facial treatments, or after my facial treatments, or during my off day when they really need me, if it's
Hmm.
emergency. Yeah. So yeah, I felt because of that, I managed to monetize a bit more. Within that small space of hours, that free time that I have, I managed to help more people, rather than
Yeah.
being stick to, oh, I have three and then I'm fully booked. I couldn't take
Yeah.
more. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I felt fulfilled. I felt that I managed to help them even though they couldn't come by for a facial. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's just even the simple fixes that we can do in a skincare routine sometimes will elevate results, right? Like it might
Yeah.
be over exfoliation or which is that's many people are doing that at the moment, trying to use, oh, I need vitamin C, I need lactic acid, oh, I need kojic acid, I need like retinol, and they like pile everything on top of each other and like, what's happening to my skin? So I see like
Sometimes
that a lot,
I take
especially
a look at
yeah.
their ingredients, right? A list of ingredients, from the cleansers to the toners to the moisturizers, everything that's AHA, BHA, AHA.
Yeah. I tell you
Oh,
what, I think because we live in like the similar, we're very close, right? If I shout it, you'll probably hear
yeah,
me from Malaysia to Singapore. But we're like the people that we deal with on a face-to-face basis are very similar in terms of like the products and their lifestyle conditions, and yeah, generally also like their habits of skincare as well. And it's so true. Like so many people here over exfoliate. So many people here use a lot of products. They
yeah.
buy into sets, right? I noticed here people love just buying sets, right? Like the
Mm-hmm.
cleanser and the
Right.
toner and the serum and the moisturizer. And when you look at the ingredients, it's like, oh, you just basically replicated every single ingredient in every single
Yeah.
step. Waste of
True.
money, waste of time.
Yes.
So it's like, and I feel like here, oh, people love to learn. People love skincare.
Mhm.
I've noticed, especially like here, people really, really, really do take care of their skin more than their makeup, right? If we go to a shopping mall, everyone has incredible skin, but very, very minimal makeup, which is incredible. I'm like,
Yeah.
So it's the perfect market, I think, for skincare consultations and selling skincare. Yeah, we are living in like the hotspot, I think, like the Mecca of Southeast Asia at the moment, where people just love
Love
skincare.
skincare.
So it's really important for you to be able to like, that's the thing, right? It's fulfillment, as you said. Yes, you're monetizing your extra on your free time. And I think like just touching on the benefits, you working from home, so you don't need to be practically traveling to see your clients. That
Yep.
you can connect with them on their time zone where they're comfortable as well. They don't need
Yes.
to travel out to see you. And you can just connect with them online and still provide them an insight and help them to achieve their health back to their skin.
Mm-hmm.
But also, you're monetizing on your extra time that you have, like a couple of hours here and there, which is, I know, it's quite important, and every little helps as well.
Yes.
So that's
It does.
incredible. Like you can help them along their journey. That's incredible. And
Yep.
yeah, what's your vision for your business now? We're entering the new year. What does the face canvas have to look out for?
Okay. So well, I wish to connect more, to be honest. I wish to connect more to my skincare community in Singapore, which I felt we are all on our own. I mean, there are a lot like me out there, but we don't reach out to each other. We just like, you do you, I do my thing, and you do your thing. But to be honest, I would love to reach out to the skincare community in Singapore, and then who knows, we can have another community like yours. Yeah. So
Yeah. Why don't you initiate it? Like, if you feel like there's
yeah,
something missing, I think you should initiate it. Really? Why don't you?
I've been
you know,
wanting to, but I'm just scared. Not what I'm
no,
scared
don't
for,
be
but
scared. You should do it because, like, it always starts with one person. I always say, just be the brave one and just say, hey, listen, we should meet for a coffee. Like, Singapore is so small. You can just meet in a coffee shop and, have a discussion, like a round table discussion of, like, let's learn from each other. I think that's so important to build a community around you. And not only just for the business side of things, but also like I have incredible friends made from Skin Masterclass that if I'm struggling with something in my life or, if I need guidance on certain things that only my people can connect with me, right? Because most of my best friends, they're in the corporate, they're
they're not
still in
in
the
this
corporate
industry.
industry. Exactly. My husband, he works for the corporate industry.
Yeah.
My surrounding, my family, friends, they all work um, not as an entrepreneur, I would say. So therefore, it's so important to meet and discuss things as an entrepreneur. What's holding you
Yeah.
back? There are some things that I find like even touching with some of my entrepreneur friends, like, I'm feeling like very, very tired. I'm feeling like I'm doing everything and I'm not getting it. Like there's some days that you just feel down and you feel like only your people will be able to understand you. It's just a matter
Yes.
of fact that if you can connect with those type of people and in your own location, it will not only benefit you but benefit others, and I think it will just grow. So
Maybe I
do
should
it.
just type that, right? I just
Sorry.
need someone to tell me, like, go, Narisa, just do it.
Do it. Do it. I think it's so important to create your own network of estheticians in Singapore. And whoever's listening now, if you are in Singapore and if you are a skin or skincare professional, please do contact Narisa because she's going to join an incredible,
Yeah.
you're going to create an incredible group. Yeah.
I mean, if we work together, we'll be stronger. That's what I believe. Like,
Yeah.
if we have a community together, it will be more stronger. And I will always want, this is my vision for Singapore's skincare community or home-based aestheticians. I think that we are always we are the underdogs, and then we are always
Yeah.
like, undermined. And that's which I felt like if we are stronger together, we can hold our hands and then we get to the right information, right knowledge. We can be there. I mean, I've been joining like other countries like, UK or US esthetician community. They are very strong there, and everyone is like supporting each other. So I want to
Mm.
see that in Singapore as well. But I do not know how to start. Yeah. So hopefully we could
Yeah,
do it
hopefully this can be like a nice
urgently.
initiation, whoever's based in Singapore or in Southeast Asia. Even we can like, extend it a little bit and say Southeast Asia. So I know
Yeah.
Malaysia, Indonesia, we do have licensees in Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore. So as long as we can connect with each other and start growing that community, that will be incredible. But so that's your vision, hopefully connecting with more like-minded people like yourself. And that's an incredible
Yes.
vision to have. So I congratulate you on that, and I'm going to support you. So just start, and I'll support you along this journey.
Thank you.
Giving you a
I'm
heads up, but
inspired by
yeah,
you.
I know. It was so lovely speaking to you. It's always lovely to speak to you, Nerissa. And yeah, we're going to be seeing each other again in our support masterclass in December. It was lovely
Yes.
to have you here in our platform to introduce yourself and also celebrate your success because you've done incredible over the year. And I can't wait for what is next yet to come for you in year 2 with Skin Masterclass. So
Thank you
thank you
so
very much for
much.
your trust and for your
Thank you
continued
for inviting me
business.
over.
Oh, anytime. Yeah, I let you go now to your son.
Sure. He's sleeping. So it's
Oh, he's
fine.
sleeping. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I need to go. Yeah, I need to do some stuff. But thank you so much, Udam. You have been great. You have been inspiring. I'm sure all the people who followed you here and stayed with us today actually inspired by you as well. And thank you so much for all the knowledge that you have put in, for all the effort that you have put into your posts, your IG stories. I'm sure it has benefited others as well. Yeah, and benefited me and my clients. But thank you so
Oh,
much.
thank you so much.
And thank you for
Yeah, that's
bringing me
my
in as well.
duty. Thank you. Have a lovely day. Well, have a
You
lovely
too.
evening, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye
See
bye.
you
Bye,
again.
everyone. See you.
Bye.
Right. Oh, that was so lovely to have Neriza. Right. I'm going to stay in for another 5 minutes. Shoot me your questions while I'm here. Anyone, any questions? I can answer your questions. I'm going to be here 5 more minutes. People are requesting to join. Questions. Looking that. Someone, I believe, asked for skin brightening. Skin brightening. If you can also write me what you are currently using, maybe I can quickly take you through that. So for skin brightening, I would say, again, it all depends on your skin type and your skin needs, but I would say if you specifically want to brighten uneven skin tone, I would say the most the best ingredient would be like possibly a lovely exfoliating acid. So depending on your skin type, you can choose one. Particularly one that I really like is mandelic acid. I really do like mandelic acid, especially for sensitized skin. It works really well. It works for hyperpigmentation. Sadly, mandelic acid is not in a lot of products. I think we don't see it like as much as we see lactic acid and glycolic acid, but mandelic acid is definitely very good for a depigmentation product. So maybe after exfoliating with 5 to 7% or 8% mandelic acid, then you can follow with an niacinamide serum. Possibly you can even combine it with azelaic acid, licorice root, alpha-arbutin, etc. So it's a quite nice ingredient to combine and layer with. And that will hopefully brighten your skin. Any questions? Any more questions? Oh, I don't know. How to get rid of whiteheads and acne marks. So whiteheads, so non-inflammatory acne, I would say the best way probably to manage it, I would say, is using salicylic acid. So depending on your skin tolerability, you can go for either a salicylic acid wash, which you can get, many products now do either BHA washes or AHA BHA washes. Or you can go for a salicylic acid exfoliating toner. So there's lots of options out in the market, starting from Paula's Choice. I know Medicate is doing a really lovely salicylic acid formula at the moment, which is pH balance. So they're combining tranexamic acid with salicylic acid in their formula at a skin neutral, like a skin friendly pH. And that's very good for helping with non-inflammatory acne, as well as helping with inflammation as well. So that will hopefully help with managing your non-inflammatory acne, as well as calming down the inflammation as well on your skin. Any further questions? Oh. Which ingredients would you suggest for skin in the late 20s? Christina, well, it depends on I'll say your skin type and need. I say late 20s. So late 20s, I would say now it might be a good time for you to start introducing a retinol. I would say a low concentration retinol would be more than sufficient. So anything between 0.1% to 0.3%. I don't like to promote brands. I never mention brands. I always do my schematics and give you kind of like the ingredients to then go and find out for yourself. But I would say if you can find out, like a retinol, a low concentration retinol, I said 0.3%, as I said, is a good concentration to have, and you can use that every other night. So that's like a kind of good starting point for late 20s. And then vitamin C, obviously some antioxidant serum in the morning. Again, that's quite important. And I think it doesn't need to be like a specific, just a vitamin C serum. You can have an antioxidant serum that combines lots of different vitamin C and derivatives, and also lots of antioxidants like green tea and rosemary and vitamin E, panthenol, niacinamide. These are all antioxidants at the end of the day. So, a combination serum where you have plenty of humectants and antioxidants, and using that both day and night might really help as well, as well as retinol. I would say that would be my starting point. And that kind of like fits within, if you have dry skin, oily skin, you can, but all types of skin can benefit from that. Right. Hopefully that was useful. I know we've like talked on business and then slightly a little bit on skincare actives as well, but it was always lovely to see you all. Thank you so much for joining. I am going to be saving this live, and yeah, please go back and follow Nereza and help her, support her along her journey as well. And yeah, thank you very much for everyone joining. Let's actually, okay. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.